Hello, and welcome to the
You are
fourth
live.
semi-final. We already have we already have three finalists. We have Sahil Shah, Ashish Shakya, and Kanan Gill. And yeah, end of the semi-final, we'll know the last semi-finalist. Whoever reaches will be. Oh no, Nihal has been there earlier. Okay, I thought it will be a first-time finalist. So yeah, let's start inviting all the semi-finalists. First finalist, like I said, has been a finalist earlier. Give it up for Nihal Parashar.
हेलो हेलो
Hi, Nihal bhai.
बढ़िया भाई कैसे हैं आप?
Okay, from Nihal we move to someone who people are guessing if she can break the semi-final barrier and goes to her first final. Very excited to invite her in this semi-final. Give it up for Shreemayee Das.
People who are guessing is just my friend. That's it.
Okay, with that, dream debut in the quarterfinals had a massive win, and he's here as the third semi-finalist, Tushar Abhichandani.
हेलो माय गोल इज के इस बार फन पॉइंट्स भी जीतूं थोड़े बिकॉज लास्ट टाइम 0 आए थे तो इस बार मैं सिर्फ क्विज नहीं दिल भी जीतना चाहता हूँ
Okay, talking of fun, someone who is never fun, has been on semi-finals quite a few times. He was finalist in India edition. Give it up for Vishal Dayama.
Thanks for the intro.
All the best, Nihal, Shreemayee, Tushar, Vishal. Let's begin. First question is to Nihal. Nihal, in business, a X offer, a X is an offer made by a company that is designed to draw potential customers by offering them cash or something of value for acceptance, following which the buyer is forced to spend a much larger amount of money, either by being signed into a lengthy contract from which exit is difficult, or by having money automatically drawn in some other method. X is also sometimes misused in reference to an item offered seemingly at a bargain price, but through fine print and other hidden tricks, the item is ultimately sold at above market rate. What do you think is this kind of offer called?
I'll pass.
Passing to Shreemayee.
Yeah.
I have two guesses based on two different parts of the question.
Mhm.
Message me one.
I don't know. Is it something like the labyrinth offer? Or
No, not the labyrinth offer. Tushar,
is it a bond
not a bond. Vishal,
BOGO.
no, not Bogov. Okay, we'll make it a 5-point question. Start with Nihal. So the reference here is something from mythology slash literature. Okay, think of something that is the offer looks very lucrative and peaceful, etc. But later you realize that it wasn't really a peace offer or a nice offer.
sorry, I just have one thing. I didn't hear what Vishal's last guess was. So
BOGO. Buy one get one.
He said BOGO,
Okay,
which
okay,
is buy
got
one
it.
get one.
एक बार फिर से hint please.
Hint ये था कि the hint is mythological slash literary, where think of an offer that looks like a nice, peaceful, lucrative something, but you later realize that it wasn't what it seemed like. और जैसा तुमने शुरू में कहा झांसा.
So the word, जो भी word है, जो offer है, that is a mythological word.
हाँ, we can say.
कौन सा mythology है ये बता सकते हो?
Greek mythology होगा, of course. अच्छा ठीक है. I'll pass.
Passing to Shreemayee.
Trojan horse.
It is Trojan horse offer. Okay, a Trojan horse offer, Trojan advertising, Trojan marketing means something where you offer something interesting like a cash or like something exciting but you later, when you realize the fine prints, etc., you're like, I'm duped, I think. Okay.
Yeah, I had no
Shreemayee-
idea. Acha.
Shreemayee is correct. Similar to, of course, Trojan horse. Looks like a peaceful offering, but it wasn't. Okay,
Lovely.
Shreemayee gets 5 points. I go to Tushar for a slightly longer question. According to Billboard, this song, so we're talking about a song. The song debuted on the Kid Digital Song Sales Chart in July 2018 before cracking the Hot 100. The song is believed to have originated as a chant at summer camps, the kind of silly recitation that's easy to remember and follow along within groups. Although the lyrics to X are in the public domain, the song has still produced warring factions of performers who are looking for a piece of the profits. In 2011, musician Johnny Only recorded a version of the song and uploaded it to YouTube. In 2016, South Korea-based educational content producer Pink Fong created the most well-known version to date. Only, and only here is a proper noun, Only thought their rendition bore striking similarities to his. He alleged that a political party in South Korea contacted him for permission to use the song. When he responded it was free for anyone to use, the party did. And Smart Study, which owns Ping Fong, threatened the candidates with legal action. That motivated Only to find out if he had any claim under the idea that a freely available song can be copyrighted if it has a unique arrangement. Smart Study asserts that they are the rightful owner. Only is asking a Korean court to decide who is right. Which song are we talking about?
Baby Shark.
Baby Shark. What a great answer. 10 points there to Tushar. Baby Shark.
Oh
Tushar
God, no,
gets
no,
10
it's stuck
points.
in my head.
Tushar gets it right. It is Baby Shark. So next question will come to Vishal. Vishal, we are looking at a two-word term. Okay. Toy creator Stan Weston saw the success that Barbie was enjoying and figured there had to be a huge untapped market of boys who would play with toys like that. The only thing was that Hasbro didn't think boys didn't play with dolls, so a new term was needed. Thus, Dash Dash was born, a decidedly masculine term that would hopefully get boys interested in the toys and wouldn't make these feel like dolls. Regardless of the word choice, the US Court of International Trade sees no difference between Barbie and G.I. Joe, instead labeling both as dolls. What two-word term are we talking about?
Is it Johnny Bravo?
Not Johnny Bravo. Nihal?
Is it Big Boy?
Not Big Boy. Shreemayee?
Pass.
Okay, passes to Tushar.
Action figure.
Action figure. Of course, it's action figure. Tushar gets 10 points.
Uh,
It is action figure. So they start calling it action figure and not toys, so that boys start playing with it. Okay, Tushar gets another 10 points, which means I go to Vishal again. Vishal, no one is quite sure why Cecil Chubb decided to do it. In 1914, the owner then was killed in the early days of the First World War, and all his properties went for auction. Many thought Americans will now come, buy it, and ship everything to the USA. But Cecil came to the picture. Some claimed he bought it at a price of $6,600 as a gift for his wife, a gift she is rumored to have not appreciated. Many people, however, think that he wanted to secure it against American interests. After holding it for just 2 years, he opened it for everyone and donated it to public. To honor his donation, Chubb was made a baronet by the British Crown. His residence was visited frequently by King George VI, who liked the seclusion of the Chubb's estate. What was Cecil Chubb the last private owner of?
I'll take a guess. Mona Lisa.
Not Mona Lisa. Nihal?
I'll pass.
Passing to Shreemayee.
Is it something like a Wimbledon crown?
Tushar?
So the Louvre.
Not the Louvre. Okay, starting again with Vishal. This is a 5-point question now. This is something which is in the UK. Okay, so don't go outside UK first of all. Secondly, it is something prehistoric. Okay, so think of famous things in the UK which is prehistoric, which Cecil Chubb was the last private owner of, and then he donated it to public.
Is it the Windsor?
No, going to Nihal.
Sir is not prehistoric, no? So, Kumar bhai, is this place, या फिर जो भी चीज है, whatever the thing is,
Hmm.
So is it, everybody knows it now? It's a famous thing?
Hmm.
Prehistoric UK Stonehenge?
Yes, it is Stonehenge. Cecil Chubb was the last private owner of Stonehenge. Nobody
Private
knows
owner.
why he bought it, why he sold it, but that is correct. Nihal gets his first 5 points. It is Stonehenge. Okay, which means we go to Shreemayee now. Shreemayee, Lactobacillus delbrueckii is the main bacterium used for the production of yogurt. It is considered a probiotic and also plays a crucial role in the ripening of some cheeses as well as in other processes involving naturally fermented products. How did this microbe come into limelight in 2012 after children who had visited the Science Express Biodiversity Special, which was a train which has been visiting various stations across the country, favored this microbe over others?
Was it used to create like a new type of like food?
No, going to Tushar.
I don't know. There was a drawing competition where all the kids drew this more than the other microbes or something.
No, Vishal.
I'll take a very random guess.
Mhm.
Is is this like a chocolate frog which is in Harry Potter?
No, Nihal.
Something to do with that. Okay.
No.
I'll pass.
Okay, so clue time. We'll make it a 5 point question now. So what happened was these kids selected it to be the dash of India. Okay, or something of India. You just need to tell me why did this microbe come into limelight?
I can only think of stuff like other words of microbe. And it's like, why does India have a? Why do we have a microbe of India?
Yeah.
No idea. Bacteria.
Tushar.
Was it India's mascot for the 2012 Olympics or something?
No, Vishal.
That
Pass.
should be everything I knew in
Passing to
2012.
Nihal.
Dash of India.
Yeah, something of India. They chose this microbe to be dash of India.
Chose this microbe to be the capital of India?
No, okay, closing. So believe it or not, India has a national microbe. Okay,
Wow.
this is India's national microbe. The kids declared
I
this to be
thought
national
I mean,
microbe of
I
India.
just thought microbe was there, so it wouldn't be that.
Yeah.
So they declared it to be the national microbe of India. No one gets any points on this. The kids voted it to be our national microbe. National microbe of India is this microbe that we saw. Okay, cool.
Okay, back to my question. Why do we have a national microbe?
Exactly. What is
Like,
this?
why
What is
do
the
we
point of
need
this?
And why do we have kids?
That is a bigger question. Yes.
Okay, cool. Which means we come back to Shreemayee. Shreemayee, this is your direct. The phrase has its origins as a commercial slogan for a multinational company's advertisement campaign in 1998 by Anuja Chauhan, which featured Sachin Tendulkar and Shah Rukh Khan, among others. The phrase is probably most famous for being used by someone in 1999, which resulted in the phrase becoming a motto for the aspirational youth of that time. What phrase are we talking about?
Haila.
Is this Ye Dil Mange More?
It is Ye Dil Mange More. 10 points there for Shreemayee. It is Ye Dil Mange More.
See, all the Shah Rukh Khan and all asking, oh, what is this microbe?
Yeah.
It's our national microbe, guys.
Yeah.
Come on.
National microbe.
Matter of national pride. National microbe है हमारा यार.
Wow.
हाँ
Please
यार,
respect.
मतलब
ये इंडिया में ही हो सकता है सब.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Shreemayee gets 10 points. Going to Tushar for next direct. Tushar, connect these items that you see in the list. This is non-exhaustive. There can be other items also in the list. Lake Tahoe, Sahara Desert, East Timor, Mekong River, Dal Lake, Gobi Desert, Namib Desert, Joke Falls, Lake Nyasa.
Please pass it.
What?
Please pass it.
Fuck. What is this? They are all in the northern hemisphere.
No. Going to Vishal.
Is the first name and the desert like they are similar? They are exactly same. Like Mekong means river, Gobi means desert,
Yeah,
Sahara
beautiful
means.
answer. Full
Oh
10
wow,
points. These are all
nice.
tautological names. It's basically repeating the same thing. Dal means lake, so it's lake, lake. Gobi means desert, it is desert, desert, and so on.
Nice.
And nicely, you gave example also of Mekong River, which I had given in the answer. The name actually means what they are. Mekong River is just river, river, river. Okay, tautological names. Superb answer. 10 points there to Vishal. And I go to Nihal bhai. Nihal, this is a painting. It's or a print to be exact. The Great Wave of Kanagawa is a woodblock print by the Japanese artist Hokusai. The image depicts an enormous wave threatening three boats off the coast in the Sagami Bay, while Mount Fuji rises in the background. It is often considered the most recognizable work of Japanese art in the world. Now, the question is the logo of which surf inspired apparel and accessories brand, founded in 1969, was inspired from this painting. So, a certain logo is inspired from this painting, and that brand is a surf inspired apparel and accessories brand.
I know, but it's I know it's two words and it's one word is silver. I don't know the. I'm not remembering. Matlab, it's there. I'll pass.
Okay, Nihal passes. We go to Shreemayee.
Is Nihal right?
No, he passed. So
Yeah, so I mean, like, what's his guess? Like, on the
Was the
right
silver
side.
part right?
he didn't get. He just said I passed. So I can't do
Mm,
anything else.
no idea, pass.
Tushar,
Speedo.
Vishal.
Is it Mozilla Firefox?
No. Okay. Starting with Nihal again. So Nihal, you are right. Silver is more or less like you just need to add something to that and you'll get the answer. आई मीन इससे बड़ा हिंट क्या ही दें वो वाली बात हो गई आपने बोल ही दिया है ऑलमोस्ट सब कुछ do you if all four of you want a hint then I'll give a hint.
Yes, please.
uh, mercury is another hint for all four of you.
Quicksilver.
Quicksilver, that is correct. Quicksilver is the answer I was looking for. Thank you, Nihal, for tracking. And no controversy in points giving. You got the whole thing. 5 points there for Nihal for Quicksilver. Quicksilver is correct. Full 5 points there. Okay. Going to Shreemayee now for next direct. The Rising Star Cave near Johannesburg in South Africa is known for ancient human fossils. A portion of the cave used by the excavation team en route to the Dinaledi chamber is called dash crawl, because most people can fit through only by holding one arm tightly against the body and extending the other above the head, just filling the blank.
Okay, firstly, I'm sure I can fit into this tiny place. So, does not hold for me. One arm against the body and then the other arm over the head. Is it? I guess it's Macarena.
No, not Macarena crawl. Tushar?
I have a guess, but I feel like there is no chance. Is it the Nazi crawl?
No, not the Nazi crawl. Oh wow! Okay.
Wow.
Because you know.
Okay, Vishal.
Lizard crawl.
Not lizard crawl. Nihal.
Night crawl.
Huh?
Night crawl.
Not night crawl. Okay, we'll make it a 5-point question. Start with Shreemayee again. The hint is think comic book character. Think fictional character.
No idea. I'll just say Spider-Man for that.
Tushar.
Superman.
Superman crawl. That is correct. It is Superman crawl. One
Wow.
hand close to the body, one raised. 5 point there to Tushar. It is Superman crawl. Okay, we go to Vishal now. Vishal, though it is hard to determine who exactly started this, still, according to Wikipedia, the earliest usage was by a certain at Bobby Sander 22. Sports Illustrated attributes the origin of the term to a sneaker-specific blog named Nice Kicks. According to Sports Illustrated, this blog began a practice of regular postings of photos of old basketball footwear, remembering them in 2006. Since then, the slogan has blown up to the point where it has been used over 500 million times. What is being discussed?
Sneakers.
Acha, no, not sneakers. Nihal,
Pass.
passing to Shreemayee.
My guess is this the hashtag Throwback Thursday?
It is Throwback Thursday. 10 points there to Shreemayee. It
Nice.
started the trend of Throwback Thursday. Superb answer. Great crack.
Back Thursday.
Throwback Thursday. Okay, that brings us to the end of the first half. Quickly looking at the score, Nihal got 5 for Stonehenge and he got 5 for Quicksilver. Nihal is on 10. Shreemayee got 5 for Trojan Horse. She got Yedil Mange More, 10 points. And she got Throwback Thursday. So Shreemayee is also, Shreemayee is on 25. Tushar got 10 each for Baby Shark and Action Figure, and he got 5 for Superman. Tushar is also on 25. And Vishal with 10 points for tautological names is on a total of 10 points. So Shreemayee and Tushar with 25 right now, and Vishal and Nihal 10 points. We'll start the second half. The order will be Vishal, Tushar, Shreemayee, and Nihal. Vishal is your direct. No conversion necessary. Minus X degrees or X below is the only temperature that is same in both Fahrenheit and Celsius. Other fun facts about the number. There are X standard spaces on a Monopoly board. The standard American work week is X hours. X is the maximum number of players an MLB team can sign on its roster at one time. Oh, and a typical pregnancy lasts X weeks. Okay, so there's one number that connects all of this. What number are we talking about?
I know the formula, so I'm calculating. 40.
Yes, 40 is correct. I was like, to सीधा 8 into 5 American work week क्यों नहीं calculate कर रहा है? Okay, anyway, 40 is correct. 40 is the number that connects all of those things. Vishal gets it right, and I go to Tushar. Okay, Tushar, X is probably the only football manager to have an asteroid named after him. The asteroid is between 3 and 9 kilometers in diameter and orbits between Mars and Jupiter. 33179X, a main-belt asteroid, was discovered on March 29, 1998 by Ian P. Griffin, a clear fanatic of Y. So Y is the
Arsene
team.
Wenger, Arsenal.
Yes, that is correct. 10 points to Tushar. What are the odds, huh, Tushar?
What are the odds?
What are the odds? Oh, man. Great.
2003-4 was the giveaway.
Yes, as a tribute to the Invincible season of
Invincible
2003.
season.
Yeah. Actually wrote as Invincible season just before this. I realized you have reached this semi-final, so I removed Invincible. 1% to difficult to आपके लिए. Okay, this is Arsene Wenger and Arsenal. Okay, 10 points there to Tushar. Okay, going to Shreemayee now. Shreemayee, X was formed as two of Earth's tectonic plates, the African and Arabian plates, began to pull apart more than 3 million years ago. That action created a graben, which is the German word for ditch, which then connected to the Mediterranean Sea. Over millennia, tectonic activities isolated the graben from the sea, forging an inland lake. Today, X is fed by the Jordan River at its northern end. What are we talking about?
I knew I'd get this geography question. Who knows? I guess it's Caspian Sea.
No, going to Nihal.
Black Sea.
Not Black Sea. Vishal.
Dead Sea.
Dead Sea. 10 points there to Vishal. It is Dead Sea. Jordan River fits Dead Sea. Inland Lake, that part of the world. It is Dead Sea. Beautiful answer. 10 points there to Vishal. It is Dead Sea. Okay, going to Tushar now, since Vishal got Dead Sea. Tushar, on 21st April 1990, X set a new world record for the largest concert audience for a solo artist. A total of 184,000 people attended the final show of his tour at the Maracanã Stadium in Rio. In September 1989, after a decade of inactivity, X launched his The X World Tour, which consisted of 104 dates and a lineup that included his wife Linda, Robbie McIntosh, Hamish Stewart, Paul Wicks Wickens, and Chris Whitten. The following year, he published the triple album, Tripping the Life Fantastic, which contained selected performances from this tour, a large part of which were taken from the Dash repertory. Okay. It was the highest grossing show of the year thanks to the 3.5 million plus dollars he earned for his performances, making this the largest paying audience in history. Who are we talking about?
Yani.
Not Yanni, Shreemayee.
Michael Jackson.
Nihal.
1989. Is it Freddie Mercury, Queens?
No. Vishal.
Paul McCartney.
Yes, Paul McCartney is correct. 10 points there to Vishal. Large part of which were taken from the Beatles repertoire.
Beatles से हाँ मैं
Yes.
उत्तर से ही निकाला.
And 10 years of inactivity, and then he goes to a concert, and this is Paul McCartney. Paul McCartney is correct. Vishal Dayama gets 10 points, and I go to Tushar now. Tushar, I need three things from you. Here are some key facts about X at the Olympics. Okay. X was one of the original 9 sports included in the first modern Olympics in 1896. So X is a sport. Okay. The women's competition was added in 2004. Y was the first style of X included in the games, while Z added in 1904. So Y and Z are two styles of X. Okay. Y and Z disciplines are divided by weight class. Men compete in 6 Y events and 6 Z events. Women only compete in Z with 6 events. Now comes the difference between Y and Z. Contestants in the Y discipline may only engage their arms and upper bodies, while Z competitors are permitted to use their arms and legs, attacking their opponent above and below the waist. Tell me, what is X, what is Y, and what is Z?
Is it wrestling?
Yes, X is wrestling. Can you give me Y and Z?
Greco-Roman and freestyle?
Yes, perfect. 10 points. Wrestling, Greco-Roman, and freestyle. Beautiful answer. 10 points there. Tushar gets 10 points for wrestling, Greco-Roman, and freestyle. Okay, going to Shreemayee now. Shreemayee, X's didn't immediately come to Las Vegas, though it would later become an integral part of the city's architectural aesthetic. Vegas is now home to the Dash Museum, a collection of classic X's. It's unclear whether X's first came to the US, as in where X's first came to the US. Legend has it that Los Angeles became the first US city to boast a X thanks to the luxury car company Packard, which caused traffic jams when it debuted its Dash. But academics and historians have had trouble verifying that claim. The earliest X researchers, Didier Delaisse and Paul Greenstein, were able to track down in the US was indeed a Packard Dash in California dating back to 1923. But it hung outside a showroom in San Francisco and not Los Angeles. What are we talking about?
Are all the dashes the same?
One second, I'll just confirm. Yeah.
I don't know. I don't want to take too much time. I'll just say casino.
Not casino. Nihal?
I'll pass.
Passing to Vishal?
Is it the roulette table?
No. Tushar?
Is it neon signs?
Beautiful answer. It is neon signs. 10 points. Neon signs, which is the integral part of Las Vegas.
This hung outside San Francisco was the most confusing because for the longest time I thought limousine because Packard ki limousine hoti thi.
Okay. They found one small like neon sign hung outside. Superb answer. Tushar gets another 10 points. Okay. And this next direct will come to Shreemayee. While building these, the organization concerned tapped sociologists to consult on the range of human emotion. The team led by Julie Zuo looked at the most frequently used things and found a few common emotional threads amidst an ocean of diverse sentiments. Before coming to conclusion, the organization considered dozens of options, but offering them all would have been confusing. Hence, post analyzing massive amounts of data, the team finally came to a conclusion on early 2016 and released it everywhere. What are we discussing here?
But like, is it like the? So it's for one particular organization.
Yeah.
Is it like the reactions on Facebook, like the likes?
Yeah,
and
beautiful answer. Yes, 10 points there. These are the
Nice.
Facebook emojis. Facebook emojis, these are the reactions, the 6 or 7, like 6 apart from the like button. Shreemayee gets 10 points. And we go to Nihal. Nihal, Ati Motors or Ati Motors. Ati Motors is a Bangalore-based startup founded in 2017. Their primary product, as you can see in the image, is an autonomous electric sub-ton cargo carrier with a unique three-wheel tadpole designed for agility and maneuverability. What name have they given to this vehicle? Because it is an intelligent porter that takes things safely across difficult terrains.
Safely across difficult terrains. Ati Motors in Bangalore. Are they calling it Hanuman by any chance?
Not Hanuman, Vishal.
Hanuman मेरा guess. I'll take a guess. Sherpa.
What a great guess. Of course, it's
Sherpa.
Sherpa.
Nice.
Sherpa is correct. Sherpa
Yes,
is
nice.
intelligent porter that helps you with transportation and everything else in difficult terrains generally. Superb answer. Vishal gets Sherpa right, which brings us to the last question of this semi-final. This is a direct for Tushar. Tushar, according to Torrent Freak, X was the most pirated show for 6 consecutive years, from 2012 to 2017. In 2015, it had more than twice the illegal downloads of the second most pirated show, The Walking Dead. In 2018, The Walking Dead finally took over the top spot, but only because X hadn't released a new episode since 2017. In 2019, the season premiere pirated 55 million times in just 24 hours, according to The Verge. Which show are we talking about?
Game of Thrones.
Yes, Game of Thrones is correct. 10 points there to Tushar, and that brings us to the end of this semi-final. Let's take a quick look at the score. Nihal had 10 in the first half, couldn't score anything in the second half, so Nihal ends on 10 points. Shreemayee had 25 in the first half. She got Facebook emojis in second half, so 10 in the second half. Shreemayee ends on 35. Tushar had 25 in the first half, and then he got Game of Thrones, he got Neon Signs, he got Wrestling, Greco-Roman and Freestyle, and he also got Arsene Wenger and Arsenal. 40 in the second half. Tushar ends on 65. Vishal had 10, but he had a much better second half. He got 40, as in 40, the correct answer. 40 there, and then Dead Sea, and then Paul McCartney and Sherpa. So 40 in the second half, which means Vishal ends on 50 points. Which means the winner of the fourth semi-final and our last finalist is Tushar Abhichandani. I want to say thank to Nihal Bhai, first of all, for being part of KVizzing With The Comedians and for always being this encouraging, enthusiastic participant. Tough luck once again to Shreemayee. Some hits and misses here and there. Like the one thing that struck me is Shreemayee always says this thing that she doesn't know anything about music. So whenever she sees a music question, she always just says Beatles. So I'm like, oh, what are the odds? She got a Paul McCartney question. And then at that moment, she decided to ditch the Beatles and went with Michael Jackson. But well played, Shreemayee. Thank you. Thank you. And of course, Vishal, what a great comeback in the second half, but not enough to beat Tushar. But Vishal, thank you for being part of KVizzing With The Comedians. And of course, congratulations and all the best to Tushar Abhichandani.